Jeff, same kind of direction or topic for you. What talk about that shift that takes place in the life or the growth of a youth pastor when they take on the mantle of spiritual fathering.
Yeah, this is a great place to start because it really gets at the theoretical part of it. You know, I know Joey mentioned some practical things there, and I'm sure we can get into that. I've got a bunch here, you know, on how to do it. But theoretically, I think that's this is what we do. Yeah. We are to make disciples. You know, so many people talk about different philosophical methods of youth ministry. Okay. Such as small groups, outreach, campus, evangelism, right? Worship, preaching. You know, everybody has their philosophical thing that they do. Families, you know, and this is the main method of how they do youth ministry. Okay,
right.
But rising above all of that is discipleship. We were called to be disciples. Yeah, and to make disciples. Yep. So to me, if and mentoring has come a long way, man. Fathering, mothering, you know, as we're saying here. I mean, it used to be called discipleship, and then we tried to get cool with it, and we called it, you know, coaching or apprenticeships or shadowing,
residencies.
You know, there's all these names that we've come up with to try to. But to be honest, the wheel's still the wheel. And I think sometimes we forget, like you said, Joey, we always try to create something else, to do something new. If I was a youth pastor in the local church today, I wouldn't do anything different than I did 36 years ago. I'm telling you that. I answer that question all the time. People say, I just wrote a book on the future of youth ministry, the whole 2 full chapters on the future of youth ministry, and included almost everything that. There's some new things, you know, that should be emphasized, but I think sometimes instead of doing things different, we just need to do them better.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what I mean? And so it's with that whole mentoring, fathering, discipleship, shadowing, apprenticing, you know, rabbi thing, all the way back to the first century. Instead of doing something different, let's just do stuff better. So with what Joey's saying,
and if you're going to do something better, do this better.
Right.
Yes, that's it. Because theoretically, this is our first role. Our first role, you know, I know that sometimes we can move to that. Small groups is where it's at. Small group, you can disciple and you can coach, and you at the larger group level too if you use good theology. You know. Sure. Right. I know there's more accountability in the smaller setting. It doesn't always mean they're doing it, because I've been in small groups that have no accountability. They're just doing small groups because they don't want to do the large group and the work it takes to do that. I've been in small groups where nobody talks except the leader. That's not accountability, right? Yeah. So it's just doing things better, you know.